Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Nabuto and I'm back with another video, and today we're going to be doing my Matchday 2 Euro 2020 predictions. Before we get into the video, I just want to let you guys know that around 75% of you who are watching this video are not subscribed to my channel. So if you guys can do so, please hit the subscribe button. It is completely free and you can always unsubscribe later in the future if you don't like my future content. Also guys, make sure to hit the like button. Let's try and reach 125 likes for this video, and yeah, let's get straight into it now. First up, we got Finland and Russia. For me, this game is being played at 6 a.m. and am I going to wake up and watch it? No, I'm not. I'm not waking up to watch this game. But when I wake up, I'm definitely going to check out the highlights on YouTube. But yeah, Finland did get a good result against Denmark, beating them 1-0. But Denmark, low-key, weren't the best, you know, after everything happened with Eriksson. Good thing is he's doing good in the hospital. It's a very good thing that he is. Finland are just not very that good. Denmark were absolutely dominating Finland before the incident with Eriksson. And I just think Russia will do the same thing. And hopefully no extravagant injury will happen to Russia. So I think Russia will get the W. I'm going with a 1-0 result for Russia. Then we're going to some good games I'm actually excited for. Turkey versus Wales is the first one, and I think it's going to be a very good game. As y'all know, the opener was between Italy and Turkey actually got destroyed 3-0 that game, but also Italy are one of the heavy favorites to win the Euros, and I don't really expect much from Turkey overall. Wales actually did good in the game against Switzerland. They actually got a result. They got the 1 point against them, and it's a good Switzerland side, and Kiefer Moore, or whatever his name is, he did good to get that goal, putting his head on it, and they got a 1-1 result. I think Turkey will actually bounce back this game, though. I'm going to go with the 2-1 result for Turkey. Italy versus Switzerland next. Both very solid teams. The coach knows the team very well. Both coaches know their players very well. It's going to be a very fascinating tactical game, but I think Italy are definitely going to overcome against Switzerland. I actually think Italy are going to get all 9 points in this group, so that's why I'm going to go with the Italy dub over here. I'm going to go for a 2-0 result against Switzerland. Then we're going with Ukraine versus North Macedonia. North Macedonia actually got their first goal in the game against Austria, but they couldn't come up with the win. They actually lost 3-1, and Ukraine actually lost 3-2 against the Netherlands in the most entertaining game to watch in the Euros so far, in my opinion. Just like what happened against Austria, I don't think North Macedonia are actually going to beat Ukraine, but I think they will score another goal, but I think Ukraine will have just enough to get ahead of them. I think it'll be a 2-1 result for Ukraine. Denmark versus Belgium. I'll just tell you right now, I feel like this game will be a little bit different if Eriksson was still on the pitch. Obviously, he's not, and I think Denmark are going through a lot of things mentally, and I don't think they're going to be mentally prepared for this challenge, especially against a good team like Belgium. Belgium are a very quality side, as we saw in the game against Russia, which they beat 3-0 in Russia. I think they're going to do the same thing to Denmark in Denmark. I'm going to go for another 3-0 result against them. And KDB is back, so that's a huge plus for Belgium. Netherlands versus Austria. This is the battle for first place. I think whoever wins this game will definitely top the group, and it's going to be a pretty tough one for both sides. Netherlands actually proved me wrong and surprised me in the first game of the Euros, and I think they actually did really well, even though they conceded 2 goals to Ukraine. I think De Boer actually did pretty well for the most part, but I also think Austria have what it takes. The thing I don't know is whether Arnautovic is going to get banned or not. There's been some rumors about him, and he's declining them, but who knows what will happen if he's going to get a ban or not, and it really depends on him. But assuming Arnautovic is fit to play and he'll be ready to play, I think it'll be a very tough game, but I'm actually going to go for a 2-2 draw. Sweden versus Slovakia is another 6 a.m. game for me, and am I going to wake up for it? No, I'm not. But I'll definitely check out the highlights and see how both teams do. Slovakia actually had a good game against Poland. I actually beat them, which is something I didn't expect, and I thought Poland was going to beat them regardless, but I think Slovakia did a good job and they beat Poland, but I don't think they're going to beat Sweden. I really liked what I saw for Sweden. I know they were on the back foot for much of the game against Spain, but they actually did a good job, and Olsen is a quality keeper from what I saw. Alexander Isak is a player to watch for me. He was superb against Spain. I think he's going to show his real talent against Slovakia, and I'm going to go for a 2-0 result against them. Croatia versus Czech Republic. This is going to be a good game. Patrick Schick got a brace against Scotland, and he probably got goal of the tournament. Let's be real. I don't know if any goal is going to top that, but we'll see. I don't think Patrick Schick will actually perform that well against Croatia. I think Croatia are a better side than Scotland. I think Croatia will actually have what it takes to get it done. Even though Croatia lost to England, I did see some bright spots for them, and I think they will do a good job against the Czech Republic. I'm going to go for a 2-1 result. England versus Scotland is a huge UK rivalry, according to Scotland fans. I heard England fans don't really care about this so-called rivalry, but Scotland fans take it more personal is what I've heard, and I think it's going to be a good game to watch. Scotland, even though they lost to Czech Republic, actually had a pretty good performance, and they created good chances for themselves. They just weren't clinical enough. On the other hand, England actually won their first ever opening game at the Euros thanks to Sterling, but England were not convincing in my opinion. Southgate still has much to prove, and Kieran Trippier on the left back position, I didn't really like that much. I don't really see why. The gamble on starting Calvin Phillips actually worked out in his favor, so that's good for him. And also starting Sterling actually paid off as well, so Southgate did do some good things correctly, but I still think he has much to improve. Regardless, even though England had a poor performance, even though they won, I don't think Scotland will have what it takes to actually beat England. I'm going to go for a 2-1 result for England. Now we're going to some of the group of death games, Hungary versus France. Overall, in the game against Portugal for Hungary, I think Hungary did really well, even though they lost 3-0. But if you guys actually watched the game up to the 84th minute, Hungary seemed like a good team. And also, they even had a goal before it was called for offsides, and Hungary could have easily won that game. But Portugal fought back and actually beat them 3-0 thanks to 2 goals from Ronaldo. And I think it's going to be relatively the same for Hungary. They're going to lose this game again, and I don't think they're going to score a single goal. France is just too good. They even beat Germany 1-0. Germany dominated that game, but France were just the better clinical team, and they got the result that they needed. Mbappe is also such a beast. I think France are also going to beat Hungary 3-0. Sorry, Hungary fans. It's just not your tournament. Portugal versus Germany is my game on match day 2. This is going to be the best game in my opinion. I think there's so much to lose and so much to gain out of this game. Whoever wins, in my opinion, will definitely finish second place in the group and will have a guarantee to the knockout stages. Whoever finishes third will have to wait to see if they're one of the best third place teams. Portugal, in my opinion, even though they beat Hungary 3-0, they weren't that convincing until the 84th minute, while Germany, in my opinion, played really well against France even though they lost. All that's missing for Germany is that clinical touch, the finish. That's all they need because they dominated the game against France. I was actually really convinced from what I saw from Germany. I think they're actually going to beat Portugal this time, and I think they're going to beat them 2-1. Spain versus Poland is the last match day 2 game. It's going to be a pretty fascinating game, but I think Spain have it in the bag. From what I learned from Poland, all you have to do is shut down Lewandowski to get a good result. Slovakia did exactly that. They shut down Lewandowski and Poland lost. I think Spain are going to do the exact same thing. They're going to shut down Lewandowski, and that's all they need to win the game, and that's how they're going to get the result. I'm going for a 2-0 win for Spain. I don't think Poland will score any goals this time, but I think Spain will score 2. Thank you guys so much for watching my match day 2 predictions for Euro 2020. If you guys haven't already, please make sure to hit the subscribe button. It's completely free, and you can always unsubscribe later if you don't like my future content. Also, please hit the like button. Let's try and reach 425 likes for this video. And that's all I have to say, man. Hopefully, I'll see you guys in the next video, and peace!